Intro.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today at Shunem. We're going into our round 2 match, last one before quarterfinals here. Susquehanna versus Norwin here. What are our thoughts going into this?
It's a really exciting game, man. I know I'm really excited to see this game. The winner of this game will play my team, Penn Manor, next week. Or not next week, this Wednesday. So it's really exciting. 2 powerhouses here, both with really substantial records. I'm excited to see this game.
Yeah, this is going to mean a lot for both teams to be able to make it to the quarterfinals here. Unfortunately, this is going to be a Division 2 team in Norwin going against Susquehanna, a team with a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows, beating out some pretty strong teams and then also at least making a kind of mark against teams like Garnet Valley, who have shown that they have what it takes to make it to quarterfinals. We'll see whether or not that's going to transfer here, but these compositions already are, I mean, they're not terrible.
It's odd. I mean, I like the I like the supports for Norwin. The Hog is interesting. The DPS lineup's interesting, but we know Susquehanna. Oh, it looks like we have some errors here. We have a pause and someone's left the game, but it's okay. We can talk about the comps. I know Susquehanna does not really like to abide by meta. That's not something that they've been known for this season. They just kind of play what they're good at and stick to it. And for the most part, it's worked pretty well. But they did finish the season 6-2. Now, I don't know how good Norwin is. We know they dropped maps to other D2 teams. Their only loss was in a 4v5, unfortunately. So they're undefeated in 5v5. We can give them that credit. They would have beaten Warwick. Warwick's a 1-7 team, but who knows? But I don't know. Can they stand up to Susquehanna? Because we know how good they are.
I do think that something that is kind of interesting that we can talk about here is if you look at the side of Susquehanna, they do have Tennis Bowl on Soldier, which is not a very standard pick from him. He's played Cassidy almost all season from what we've seen. So to see him switch here is, I mean, we'll see how this works, but it looks kind of odd to do this in round 2.
That is an odd pick. Soldier's been a very, very rarely picked character from pro play to collegiate, even all the way down to our high school league. But we can see what he does. We can see what they can work with here.
Yeah, I mean, as you said earlier, thought it was a little bit good to have that Kiriko Lucio, which I gotta agree. I think that just based on composition, this from the blue side of Norwin here, I like that a lot because you're combining the Roadhog with the Kiriko. So even if there does seem to be an Ana swap come through, you're still going to be fine. And I mean, I don't think that we are going to be seeing an Ana come out. We saw Delta playing a lot of Baptiste throughout this year. And versus the World, I mean, they played a couple different characters, but it was primarily on the Moira. I think we did see like a Zen at one point, though.
Yeah, I think like a Zen and like a Kiri, like very shortly. But we know that they like to play this Bat Moira Zarya, and then Heathen on a flex, and then Tennis Bowl and a hit scan. It's a very standard. They don't really deviate from that. But I don't know Norwin. I cannot comment on their game. But we're coming out here. Sim TPs might be going out. Looks like we're gonna get a Sim mirror match here from both sides. Left behind here. We're waiting for this first fight.
And both teams opting to teleport into the window by the looks of it, but it does seem like we're going to be seeing Susquehanna get it first, and that's going to be a massive trade coming in here. We'll see whether or not that's going to stick, though.
J-Baz and McCree hitting a lot of headshots here. Everybody's going down pretty low, but this Sim Zarya double beam is just kind of able to burn him down as soon as he tries to walk. The Hog does get a pick there early enough, but it's not really enough to push through and take out all the Sim TPs, and Zarya's already full charge, so you can't really make much room from it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love it so far. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a play come through. The hook does not get anything, but there's going to be the first kill coming in. Syntax able to find something here, and with off sale at such a low HP line, they're going to have to use their support line, but without the Lucio, it's going to be difficult. J-Baz getting swapped down to low HP. The cleanse comes through, completely dismissing that tactical grenade, and it's just going to keep going in. Nobody's looking at Tennis Bowl. He's finally going to get called out, but not for long. There's going to be Mercy dropping down, and it looks like Heathen is just continuously finding the back line, and it's just going to be a fight completely shut down.
I mean, they're just taking this angle, and they're not really giving them any room to breathe. They're getting picked off early. Synthix is really just using this beam to take advantage of that range and keep down, but Offset with 2 picks on the Roadhog gets the Moira off the map, and the Echo just seems to die. It is a 1v2 right now. They do have the tank up, but what can he make from this? Kiri comes back. He hits a big hook on Zarya, and with the Hog ult, she goes on real low. Traded out for the grab here. Zarya's going to go down. Soldier ult top. Hog stuck in the grab, but this is looking like Norwin's fight to take.
Yeah, it is interesting that they popped the Soldier Visor along with the grab. I mean, you kind of didn't need that at all, since you're going to be able to hit them instantly and they can't move. But they did it. They lived with the consequences, and now their ultimate economy will be in shambles with only 3 ultimates coming up here.
Yeah, you know, I doubted the Hog at first. It's not really a common pick that we've seen, but this guy's really taking advantage of this hook, and Susquehanna's not able to stop him. I mean, there's another one coming out. It's another pick for Offsale. He gets anti, but it doesn't really matter. In the rush, the Duke from Heathen hooks right on the Offsale, but we're going to see a little bit of a Hog diff there. Heathen going down real low out of the Duke. But coming out with the Nano and Moira ult for Susquehanna. Both support ults pop real soon. Everybody going down real low and Offset with another pick. This is just pure chaos, Sherry.
Yeah, Heathen getting shut down, but besides that, it just seems like this fight is going to be taken here. There's Mercy dropping down. Both supports are dead. The sleep comes through, and it looks like we're going to be seeing only 2 players trying to remain in this fight, but nothing's going to come of it.
Yeah, 60-51 here. This isn't a bad situation for Norwin, but another hook here. Tennis Ball's getting caught out fight after fight. I mean, they're regrouped here. They can walk in if they just play this correctly. There's a lot of ults for both sides. Zarya grab's coming out, and another hog ult from Offsail. Syntax gonna go down below 100 HP. Can he live? Can he live? I don't know.
I mean, when you have that double support line to keep your Syntax alive, when that's like this, it's gonna be versus the world called out, but with the anti-nade available, 194 HP, there's the grab, finding everything, Cleanse comes out, there's gonna be a massive beat, but the sleep's here, Offsail's able to find the pick, Delta getting shut down, looks like Syntax about to get taken down potentially, but there's gonna be a little bit of a targeting onto the Lucio here, sticky nades come through, but Syntax drops to the ground, and it looks like this fight just completely taken away from Susquehanna.
Yeah, this hog is just rolling through. I mean, they even swapped a Junkrat and a Zarya. This guy's permanently full charge, but Offsail's just able to find a pick every round, and without the use of the bubble, I mean, there's another one. Tennis Ball getting caught out. That's like the 4th time this game, man.
And the lamp is of no use for the side of Susquehanna. Syntax completely called out here. This is not looking good. There's the kill coming through, and it just seems to be the point completely going in the favor of Norwin.
I mean, this is just crazy. We're seeing this alternate concert. We're seeing Tennis Ball and this Soldier. I mean, it's not working. They're just getting picked out. The Soldier's so vulnerable to the hook. Every fight, Offsail's just able to dislodge Susquehanna's team with an early pickoff, and we'll see a bigger map here. The Gardens is a larger point. It's harder for you to land a hook, and we're gonna see Syntax mirror the hog versus the world, swapping back to the Ana BAP here. They're not really trying to counter the Ana. It's not working. They're gonna try to beat him at their own game here.
Yeah, I mean, they did swap off the Ana, as you said, which you gotta love. I mean, you don't want to be playing characters you're not comfortable on. We'll see whether or not this is enough. We're finally gonna be seeing... Oh, wait, why did I... Okay, I thought that was a Pharah coming out from the side of Susquehanna, because Heathen has been seen playing it, so to not see him switching off the Symmetra is a little bit odd here, but we'll see if Tennis Ball is able to shut down this Pharah.
Yeah, we know Tennis Ball's a capable hit scan, and Pharah is just kind of like a practice bot sometimes, depending on how you play her. But I do like this comp. Like, there's a lot of burst damage, and again, Tennis Ball getting picked off. I don't know if that was an environmental or he just was really low, but not giving this guy any room to breathe.
And the lamp gets forced out. Delta gonna get shut down. Syntax with a low HP on. He's gonna get taken out versus the world again at low HP as well, but it's gonna be a Pharah to finish it off. The fight just completely going in the favor of Norwin's.
I mean, we know that the hog is it's kind of a pocket pick, you know, it's not meta, and Pharah almost falls off the map there. She gets back up. And we see the hog swap here. Heathen on the Echo, Syntax on the hog. I like the swaps, I like these swaps, but is it really going to be enough? We gotta just stop feeding into this guy and stop giving him so many opportunities, but are we going to do that, really?
Alrighty, the fight's coming in here in the left side. Hook comes through. J-Baz find the first kill onto Heathen. There's gonna be the lamp forced out. Gets broken immediately here. Cleanse comes through, completely destroying the hook that was utilized. That's the boy able to find the next kill onto Syntax versus the world as well. Getting taken down. Hinder comes through. It's gonna be able to find something, but it's just not even necessary with Delta getting shut down.
Yeah, man. I mean, you saw Syntax, he whiffed 2 hooks there, and you're seeing the counter swap on the Ash for the Pharah, but I mean, Pharah's not really the problem here. You're getting picked off this guy. He hasn't been missing hooks. I mean, he's just asserting his dominance. He says, this is my game. I'll play out all I want.
Immediately, this is going to look a little bit bad. The Pig's Pen gets triggered here, giving a little bit of a stall with 68% on the line. You're going to have to make something happen, but with 5 ultimates on the side of Norwin, it's going to be very difficult. Obviously, you have some CC, but it's already getting utilized. It's able to find a pick, but it's going to be enough. Potentially here, the whole hog comes out, able to find one and finds a second one. There's going to be the barrage as well, getting the next kill. The Coalescence gets canceled out. And without that healing burst versus the world, it's going to get taken down. And it's just going to be a fight that you want to win, but it's all going to be for nothing. And it's 93% that looks like, I mean, you can't even make anything off of this.
I mean, they just won an entire fight without using either support ults. I mean, they had 5 ults, and the discipline that they had, they won it with 3 ults. I mean, we know there's going to be a big Q fight. There's going to be a lot of Qs being pressed. Both teams had them, but they controlled it, and they didn't even need them. I mean, if you look at, I want to know this guy's hook accuracy because he's not really missing. I mean, this is a D2 team that just 2-0'd a team that's been notoriously proficient this season. Susquehanna's played in higher level teams and performed well, but this is just crazy.
Yeah, to be able to shut down teams like Ephrata and then also do very well against Garnet Valley, putting up a fight against them. This really does just look... I mean, it's kind of strange to see this D2 team coming in here, and it looks like they're potentially going to be making it to the quarterfinals here, but with 2 more maps to go, we're going to have to see how that works.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time here. We'll be back with map 2 real soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're returning here with map number 2, Shunem. After a very one-sided map number 1, what are your thoughts going into this?
I mean, I'm shocked, really. I mean, this is just an insane game. I mean, we know that Norwin struggled against lower-level teams. You can look at the standings, but Susquehanna's a top team in here, and they have no answer for this hog. I mean, I'm hoping this guy does not pick Ramatra, because that is just going to have such a lower impact. It looks like he is, but they've had no answer to this Roadhog, and really doesn't seem like they're showing any signs of life. It only got worse. Their mentals just kind of got boomed, and this guy just kept capitalizing on it, and he's on fire.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a Junkrat come out here for this defensive side. And I mean, as you said, the Roadhog was very good, and especially when you're playing on the defense to start it out here. One death, you're going to be back in the spawn room, and that switch is going to be a little bit harder to really get off.
Yep. Alright, we're seeing a lot of hit scans here. Standard comp from Susquehanna. We've seen this a lot. But again, off sale on the Ramatra and the Junkrat into the Zarya. That's not great for Norwin, but I mean, I also said Hog wasn't great, so I'm not going to make any assumptions here.
Yeah, I think that these lower level teams know exactly what they want to do, and they're going to be able to try and do it the best they can. 40%'s already been achieved for Syntax here. He wants to go in for more, and he's going to be able to find the boy getting taken down. There's the lamp already getting baited out here. Looks very proficient. We'll see if they're going to be able to keep it up this way, though.
Go with a quick peek here on the Soldier, and Delta coming out for another one. Offsail does get one, but he overextends. He trades his life for it. This is a good kill. This is a good win for Susquehanna right here. This was swift. This was what we know from them. Their DPS fragging out and getting a kill. But, you know, here he comes, the Doom Crusader back on the hog, ready to shut down Susquehanna's dreams. I mean, you know, we'll see. That was a really quick fight win from Susquehanna here.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably a worse point to play the hog on, though, which is kind of unfortunate, since you gotta put her on the high ground, and hog is not a character that really does that very well. I mean, obviously you can hook people off of it, but it's a lot harder than if you're just on the Ramatra and you're able to play high ground and take everybody off who's trying to contest it. And then even if they don't try and contest, you have a very good long-range weapon in your left click.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Susquehanna just bunker the cart here. I mean, they don't have a reason to... If the hog drops, then you're on the same playing field. The height is no advantage here, but they're going to push up this elevator, and Syntax is going to be taken down pretty early. I mean, all the cooldowns are just forced out really quick, and they have too much spam. It just overloads Susquehanna's healers. Nice pick here onto the Junkrat. Ethan getting all his cooldowns forced out. Hog's running at him. That's a pretty scary sight. Misses the hook. Kiriko going down really low here. I mean, they're just... This is a cat. This is a dog fight. This is really scrappy.
Yeah, it's already looking, as you said, very scrappy. There's going to be a Coalescence dropping out here. Tennis Ball able to find the opening pick here, but versus the World at such a low HP, and he might get taken out, but the answer's not going to be there for the side of Norwin just about yet.
Oh, yeah, I saw that Kree, like, I think he rolled off the height there. That must have been a misplay. That's unfortunate. But, look, he's bunkering the cart here. It's a lot easier to play low ground into a Roadhog. I mean, we just got to stay grouped here. Don't let somebody get hooked off, and the Zarya bubble can really just absorb enough damage until they're forced to drop, which we'll just see right here. Even the playing field.
Yeah, there's going to be the Visor getting dropped out here. Mercy getting taken down. There's going to be a Reaper trying to make some kind of hero play, but it's not coming out yet. Tennis Ball trying to make the Lucio is going to disappear at some point, but Hofsail is still here. Heathen getting taken down. One player remaining to try and make something happen, but the answer is not going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, Offsail ran into their backline, got 2 kills, but doesn't look like you'll be able to test the point. Delta's in the hook range, but it's still going to be a clean cap in 5 minutes here for Susquehanna. I mean, what is going on? This game is ridiculous, man. There's another one going pretty low there, and he takes him out. I don't know where the bubble went.
Immediately here, there is going to be a grab available, and there's the whole hog coming in immediately, able to shut down Syntax before he can get his ult off. There's versus the World as well, getting shut down. One player remaining just to completely shut him out here, and there's going to be the Ash getting shut down.
Yeah, wow. This is interesting for sure, man.
Ooh.
That's a big pick, though. I don't know what the Lucio's doing up so far. I think Hog's playing the height. They're looking to spawn camp this here. But that's a grab on the Hog. I like this play. It gets him really low. You just got to see him take this advantage right now. They have no cooldowns. But Syntax getting pushed off, and they're all fighting each other for this elevator right now. It's another really scrappy fight, man.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a potential for this to come back in the favor of Susquehanna, able to find the next 2 DPS, and it looks like this. It's not even just in the favor. They're going to be able to roll right through. 50% of the charges here. And, I mean, there's going to be a hook, but that hook is not going to be able to find anything. He doesn't even opt in for going for the Mega. He's just going to continually back out. He misses the hook, however. Bubble was big. And it's 3 minutes 40 on the clock.
Yep. Good fight win there for Susquehanna. Got a lot of ultimates on both sides here. They're not pushing the cart, though. That is a big problem. They're not getting any push. Tennis Ball in this long flank here. It's a good... They're trying to take away from this Hog. Trying to take the playing field away from him, but they're going to push Tennis Ball off the height slowly.
Yeah, there's going to be a peek coming through here, but with the Hog and Lucio playing the high ground, this could definitely catch somebody off guard here. There's going to be the first hit coming through. The hook is there. Delta getting the Immortality Field utilized, but it's not going to be enough. Tennis Ball as well shut down. There's going to be the Bob immediately being utilized here. And it looks like this just can't be stopped. The cleanse comes in. There's going to be the hinder, but the hinder doesn't find it. The hook will. And Heathen keeps going for more. There's going to be the burn coming in, but the whole hog just continually keeps this off-sale alive. There's going to be the Kitsune rush to continue the aggression, but versus the world, unable to survive here. There's going to be the next hook. Off-sale cannot miss.
Yeah, wow, this is whole hog rush is a pretty scary sight to see. I mean, they were still really far away, but it didn't even matter. They were just able to beam them down. Already half their time bank is depleted on this point. They're swapping a Reaper into the hog. I mean, it's okay, but it's not ideal in some cases. But Window here traded out for the beat, and a big grab coming in from Syntax. They have no cleanse, no beats for it. Even though the hook comes out, it's still 3 kills for Susquehanna. That's a clean fight win, unless some magic can turn this thing around.
Yeah, there's still both supports alive along with this hog, so there is potential. With 70% of your beam charged up, it's going to be very easy to just completely dominate everyone. The visor comes through here. There's going to be the doom swap as... No, I don't even know what I'm thinking about. Okay, well, I guess there wasn't one of those, and DeBoy able to try and find a kill here, but Offsale getting taken down. There's Tennis Ball as well, finding the next one. It's going to be both supports shut down by Tennis Ball.
That's a clean cap, 144. That's a good cap. That's good time bank. Something to lean on. You know that you're not gonna... Even if they full cap, you're gonna have time. It's something to lean back on. And we know that Norwin's composition is much more favored for attacking. I mean, the hog is just a random pick. It'll dislodge as a team. But we'll see what Susquehanna can pull out here. I mean, they still did win that pretty assertively. I mean, they utilized the high ground and they utilized the map better than Norwin did this map, and it's really been in their favor. It's a good map pick, good map choice there from Susquehanna. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, we'll see whether or not this is going to bring anything out here. We're swapping to the Mei and Hanzo. I mean, they are still in the spawn, so they do have time to change up their composition, but that just, it's very different from what we've seen from them.
Yeah, it's odd. Often we know that they like to play the Echo with Heaton, but they're often no hit scans on this offense. But of course, it's not going to matter. Heaton's playing the Ashe. This composition looks like they're just going to beam down the tank. The Mei wall and the Storm Arrow with the hook, they're able to just speed on and wall off Syntax. But we know that this guy is smart. He can play around it. We'll see how this round goes.
Yeah, it's already looking very, I mean, there's a lot of damage coming out. Already 4% of the ult charge has been achieved. However, 6% is on Mercy, so we'll see who's going to be able to find that first. First kill immediately coming out. Never mind. Dennis Bull already getting a lot of value here.
Yeah, that's a really good pick there early, but Anzo Trisect, I don't know how to say his name, but that's a clean headshot kill onto Heathen. This guy's going down first again. And Offsale with a quick hook onto Moira there. I mean, they're just kind of lost right here, man.
Yeah, the soldier on the high ground trying to find some value, however, with so many arrows just continuously getting shot into him here. That's just not going to happen. This point gets instantly retrieved.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mirror of offense. Like I said, it's easy for this hog to walk in and not get punished. I mean, they're playing Ashe Soldier. Not a lot of damage with Soldier right now. He's not great. It's how it is. But I do like the Soj swap. It's a lot of consistent damage, and you constantly have a 100 charge rail with Soj. Into a hog, it's gonna always be there. And looks like they're gonna be pushing up for the high ground. Misses the hook here, but he doesn't really care. He's just playing it casually. You can see the sprays going down. They can afford to just sit on the cart here and do the same thing that the Susquehanna did on offense.
Yeah, neither team really having any trouble taking this second point by storm here. 5 minutes are still on the clock, and this point has not been stopped once. We'll see whether or not this even is attempting to do anything to really stop this. Delta having to use his immortality immediately here, and the Hogs on the flank. Offsale trying to find something here. Will that be the case? It doesn't seem like it. However, Trisectium is just going to keep pushing forward, keep finding value. Tennis Bowl getting shut down. There's a BAP in the air. However, that Baptiste is going to have to face... Okay.
I think his headphones died.
Definitely seems like it.
Yeah, but Susquehanna just got dislodged again. There's 2 ultimates for a clean pick, or clean fight win, and Tennis Bowl getting picked. I mean, these DPS, like, we got to get like a counter amount of times the Tennis Ball and Ethan have been hooked early fight here.
Yeah, it's got to be more than like 10.
I mean, this map alone, it's contributing for 75% of these fight losses, these random hooks. I mean, see the Farah swap. I mean, it's interesting for sure, but I mean, it's not a long map. Like, there's not many spots where the Hog can't just kill the Farah himself with a hook. And I guess they didn't swap out the spawns, and Delta's just gonna get shot completely dead on his way back to his team.
And this is already looking like a very successful round number 2 here with 5 minutes remaining, 3 ults on the clock. There's going to be this grab coming in, being able to capture a bunch of them, but the beat comes through, able to get the hook off. It's going to be powerful, and there's going to be a lot more where that came from. However, Offsail has not had enough today. Despite the amplification matrix, he's still going for more, getting the Farah taken down, but so many of his teammates are just dying in the backline, and it's finally going to be stopped.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates coming out here from both sides. Both support ults, 4 support ults popped, all of them. Another scrappy fight. I don't know, if you're not really throwing ultimates at this Roadhog or his backline, nothing seems to happen. I mean, they cannot win this dry fight because of this hook. And you'll see they do the ult advantage here. May's ult is going to get countered by the Zarya pretty easily, but we'll see what Tennis Bull and Heathen can do with two not particularly strong ults. But Tennis Bull does pick up Lucio really quick, and Delta getting another May. That's a big advantage for Susquehanna right here.
And it's already looking like Susquehanna is able to keep holding this, but Offsail able to find his hook, being pushed back, but the Zard does able to get that nice bubble off just in the nick of time.
Yeah, this guy really, I mean, he's just hooking a far out the air now. He does not really care. He said it's his game and he's here to take it. You can see this playoff energy just really taking this team by storm. You see the Brig swap here. Not a lot of healing anymore for this Roadhog. No cleanse either, so this Anade's going to be really big threat to Offsail. But we'll see if he even cares. Dropping down from the height like a madman, getting slept. Visor being popped. Blizzard going out. No bubbles for the side of Susquehanna, and Barrage is going to find 2 before he gets hooked and shot out of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tennis Bull's Visor is unable to find anything. The barrage is big, but versus the world is bigger. And it's just going to be the fight coming in, and it's going to be another stop with only 3 minutes remaining. We could potentially be seeing a fall hold here.
Yeah, that's a good fight. It's a good fight. Three minutes is a lot, though, man.
It is.
I mean,
you're not wrong.
they can build up 5 ults and spam 5 ults with them, but they're kind of winning the ult economy here. They have a lot more options, and you know, Hanzo Storm and a Whole Hog aren't 2 of the strongest ultimates, but we'll see what they can do. We know that Offsail hasn't really cared. I mean, he's going down really low here. No cleanse for him. Misses the hook, and he's going to be taken down. Grab is wasted. Dragon's traded out, but it's not enough for Norwin. They're just going to be held here at 230. Used 2 ults, but I mean, Susquehanna used 2 ults too. They wasted Nano at the end. Did you see that? He popped Nano after the fight was over.
Yeah, it's already looking even worse, though. I mean, they went from 3 minutes to 2 with only... I mean, they're completely swapping characters here. They want to try and find something that's going to work. They are only sticking with commercial.
They just go right.
Oh, the sweep comes through.
Offsail, he gets cleansed here, going down pretty low. Just making this barrier do the work for him. But he's beamed out. I mean, they don't have enough damage. They're playing Reaper, Tracer, Reinhardt here. This is wild stuff, man. I mean, they're just completely lost. I mean, I like the idea, but did they even use an ult? I think they used Coalescence, but that was it, and that was a clean fight win. Offsail, switching over to the Winston here. I like that pick. I like this pick. It's not a really Winston point, but it works well into the Zarya and the Soldier and the Ana. It's a good pick here. I like it.
Yeah, the only problem is it's just nowhere you can really jump to, and especially once the cleanse is needed to get the anti off. I mean, J-Baz able to push through, but there's just not going to be any picks from it. There's going to be picks coming through, actually, though. Okay, Tennis Bull popping the Visor, able to find the first. There's going to be the second one. Offsail able to find the Syntax. This could potentially be where you want to get this point. Offsail able to find even more. The bubble comes through here, and it's just versus the world to try and make any type of play, holding them out here, but it's not going to happen. Justice raining from above.
Huge barrage taking out Offset. We know he wasn't full health, but Heathen's just able to come and win this. But a big pulse bomb from Trisectum. Ball going down real low. Heathen taken out. This is going blow for blow here. It looks like Norwin's getting it better. They don't make the stall swaps. Moira's coming back for a last-minute touch, but that's not enough, man. He's just getting taken down. And Winston's already back. That's a crazy pulse bomb from Tracer there. Norwin happened with a minute. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, they did give a little bit more time for this defensive side here for Susquehanna, but unfortunately, that time was just not enough. I mean, there's 2:11 on the clock here. This definitely isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, man, I agree. Two crazy holds, like insane, like 4 or 5 minute holds on that last point for both teams. We know they both full cap, but it's an easier point to play, and the defense is really taking advantage of it. Even swapping off the Roadhog, which we've known from what we've seen, it's been a really good pick for them. But both swaps from teams they've been able to figure out each other's compositions here, and it looks like that Susquehanna's really taking care of this Roadhog now. But now Offsail's just picking another comp, and we're seeing a really great dive comp here. This is a 5-man dive. Personally, my favorite comp to play from Norwin. That's a high-level, high-skill comp here. But, you know, we'll see what they can do. I'm waiting for it. I'm excited. It's a really fun composition to watch.
From imperfection, we
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is probably one of the most fun things you can run, especially when it is done well. The amount of communication it requires, though, to be able to know which targets you're focusing is probably not something that most teams have been able to figure out yet. So we'll see whether or not they're able to do it, or whether or not they're going to be going into a 1-to-1 series here.
Yeah, I see the Sim TP into the Winston dive. Synthex is left alone on the low ground, cannot help his team, but Tennis Bowl trading out for Mercy. Tennis Bowl's also taking out Tracer. Winston left in the back line real low, almost getting a tick here, but Symmetra's full beam. Oh wow, Delta just walks into him. We know Offsail's pretty low here, and Tennis Bowl with a crazy flank, taking down Offsail, going down real low, but that's a clean fight win. Not clean, pretty scrappy, but that's still going to be all 5 dead for Norwin, and no times on the clock here. What can they make this? I mean, we can see they got the touch, but how are they going to win this fight?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be difficult. It doesn't even seem like they decide to swap off of anything here. They want to try and do their dive again. Tracer going in first. He's going to be forced to recall right away. There's going to be the Winston pushing on onto the high ground, but with the cleanse needing to come out here, this definitely could be difficult. Offset to 1 HP line, but it's not going to matter. They're going to be able to find at least one tick here with both the DPS falling down. Offset still not able to get any healing here, and there's just going to be one Zarya with 2 supports. It's him versus the world with him. We'll see whether or not that bubble's going to be enough to protect him, but there's going to be the Primal Rage coming through. Lots of bubbles coming in. J-Baz at 41 HP. He's forced to back up, and the point is going to be transferring.
Wow, Offsail, what was that, a 4K? Maybe a 5K? I think that was 4. That's a crazy fight win. I mean, Heathen getting caught out early. I mean, they're not even playing Hog, and these DPS are getting picked, man. We saw, you said it, mid-fight. It's the supports in the tank. That's what we've been seeing all game. If they're not popping off, they're popping off in the grave, man. Susquehanna's really got to clean this up, or Norwin's going to take this all the way like they did on the last offense.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is a point that both teams have struggled on so much here. We'll see whether or not with this dive composition they're going to be able to do anything, but the TP comes through, instantly targeting this Brig, and Delta's going to fall immediately. There's going to be a soldier, and he's going to go down.
Brig's completely alone up there. I mean, they rush on the cart. They take out 2. That's a good trade. No supports out there for Norwin, and a big grab coming out. Offsail staying alive, though. Big coalescence from versus the world. Just blow after blow after blow. Offsail's going down real low. No supports for the side of Norwin. Offsail's going to be taken down. That's looking like a fight win unless we're going to see some other heroics from Trisectum. But he is stalling it out.
And the Lucio returns, but just to die right away. The cleanse tries to come out, but it's not in time. And, I mean, you can't even complain. If you're able to hold for 2 minutes, 11 seconds here, you're going to still be able to win this map.
Yeah, that's an impressive push for sure. With 1 minute on the clock, that's an impressive push. I mean, they capped first, and I mean, I don't want to say poor play, but it wasn't coordinated. The Brig was on top with the Soldier. As soon as they went in with the Sim Winston dive, something I haven't seen before, but they didn't know what to do. The Brig went one way, Soldier went the other way. That's what's happening with Offset when he's diving them on Winston. I really like to know what Susquehanna's answer is. I know it's harder to play on the defense, but we see the Hog come back out, and we really know what happened last time he played Hog.
Yeah, you're running the Hog. They have the May to go with it here. This is an important match for both these teams here. If you are Norwin, this puts you on the series point, and I mean, obviously, Susquehanna doesn't want that one bit. So this really does mean a lot for both these teams. I mean, I guess Susquehanna a little bit more because you need that wiggle room to be removed from Norwin, but we'll see how well this goes.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting for sure. Bastion May. I know I said the Hanzo May was a tank shooting comp, but seriously, look at this comp now. I mean, this is going to be rough for Synthex here. They're really just trying to take this guy down. No swaps here, except for no swaps here for Susquehanna. They're sticking on the Brig. They might swap something because once they notice the composition, but
going out already quick. Missing a hook.
Hook's going out. Bastion form used and 80 charge on Zarya. That's free.
Yeah, and the bubble's already regained. We'll see whether or not he's just gonna pop this immediately or try and bait out a hook with it.
There's so much damage, and Kenneth's full going down really quickly. That big hook there. But Offsail's going down really low. May force to use the ice block, and Lucio going down to 1 HP. Walt hooks the Roadhog hook, and he's not able to get it off. Bastion in form, overextended. Zarya's got 100 charge. Offsail's got no hook, no heals. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, that really just looked bad from the side of Norwin. They were unable to shut down this Zarya and just continuously fed the bubbles. And that's really like, it only is a decent strategy if you are able to finish off the Zarya after you remove the bubbles. In this scenario, Devoy getting taken down. There's going to be the cleanse already being utilized. The Hog tries to make the touch happen here, but shoot him. I think we might just be seeing this point swap over.
Yeah, that's a really good fight win for Susquehanna. Syntax just beaming him down, 100 charge, no mercy. That's cool. That's crazy. That's a good fight win. 48 seconds. Timer's not really going to matter here. They're just going to push it as far as they can. They're not going to have time to push the high ground.
Payload is Oscar Mike.
Yeah, and especially you look at these ults coming in, it's definitely going to be on the side of Susquehanna here.
Well,
except there's the Suzu.
Look, I mean, the Kiriko Rush Hoggle is a crazy combo. I don't want to disrespect that by any means.
Yeah, and especially if they do it like what we saw in map 1, there's definitely a big chance that they're going to be able to finish off the fight with just those two ults alone.
Yeah, they're just going to drop down here, presumably, and just full hog rush this, and it's going to be an instant fight win for him. But that's a big grab, taking out 2. Cleanse is forced out, but that's a Bastion for him. Syntax is going to be taken down really low. Is he going to die? I don't know. That's a clean pick. Another. Syntax hits 2, and Susquehanna's cleaning up Norwin. That's a fight win, 5k for Susquehanna. They just spammed all the ults, and they got all the kills. That's a crazy fight, and a good map win for Susquehanna. They make it the series 1-1.
Yeah, this is already looking like they're going to be going the distance, which, I mean, for Susquehanna, I mean, that's not something they really want to see. This has been the second game in their playoff bracket that has gone at least 2-4 maps, and you really want to start closing out these maps earlier. Obviously, their match in the future is going to be very difficult if they're capable of winning this one, but, I mean, it's already just not looking good.
Yeah, we this is a really good match, man. I mean, I can't disrespect either teams. They're both playing their thing. They're not really deviating. We're seeing more swaps from Norwin, and it kind of worked. It kind of didn't, but each time they try something, they kind of had a hiccup in another category. They're trying to switch these comps up. Really big swap here from each composition, and it's not entirely working. They're not all locked into that same composition, and Susquehanna's able to just stick to what they know and beam him down with that Zarya. I mean, this guy is determined. I've never seen some guy play so much Zarya in a non-Zarya meta.
Yeah, and it does seem like right now we're going to be seeing a bathroom break come through. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, returning. Map number 3. 1-1 series so far. Both teams showing dominance on their respective map 1 and map 2. Shunem, I believe, is still in the bathroom, so we will be waiting on him. But going into this, both teams running pretty standard things. But we'll see how well this works. I mean, we have Delta sticking on the brig, which not very expected pick. I mean, after a kind of underperformance from the last map, you would have expected kind of a swap, but no, they're going to keep going with their guns, hoping for a better map. Obviously, we are on map 3. This is going to be the same as we've seen all playoffs and main season. Going on to flashpointing. Something that, you know, you kind of have to favor Norwin in, since they did win the first map. It's something that happens a lot. And if you think about, like, the game against Lampeter that Susquehanna had, they did this exact thing where they just don't look good on their map 1 and map 3. Everything else they look very good on, so we'll see whether or not this works. But already Synthex taking 70% of his bubble charge, making it 99. He wants to go big.
Try Sectum coming out with 2 picks early on the Hanzo, not giving Susquehanna any room to breathe.
Yeah, and it just seems like despite having such a high bubble percentage, it's just going to be Norwin taking this fight in dominant fashion.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't there for a second. I didn't know how quick that break was going to be. But you were talking about how Susquehanna looks weak on the flashpoint maps, and I have to agree. They've been particularly weak against Garnet, against what was the other team? Lampeter, and now against this team. They struggle on these control points because they're not running Lucio. These teams are running Lucio, and they're able to rotate and get to these points quicker, which is a real big necessity, especially on flashpoint.
Yeah, especially since you don't have to reset in spawn. You're going to have a little bit more trouble doing that without a Lucio. Offsail, trying to go for an aggressive play. He's not going to be able to find it, and it seems like they heard us, and they want to come in for blood with a 4K, not allowing anything here.
Yeah, Heathen and Synthex just walked in through the side door unannounced, and Offsail was off chasing a soldier running around in their back line. That's an interesting play. I think he got a little distracted there, but that's a good flip here for Susquehanna, only letting 84. 84 is a lot, but for flashpoint, you usually see a team capped to 99, which is good for Susquehanna. They have a little bit of room to breathe.
A little bit, one team fight will still ruin them with how fast this point takes. But there's going to be the grab, and it's going to be so big right there. The Annihilation gets utilized, but in a massive dragon to completely shut down every little bit of aggression that's been coming through. Offsail just finishing out everyone, and he's going to run their fade.
I mean, yeah, this guy didn't really care. He just stared Syntax in the face with 100 charge and said, I want you. Not in that type of way, though. But that's another point win for Norwin. 1-0 on the flashpoint here. Looking like we're moving on to the next flashpoint. I don't know the name of it, but I know. Another loss for Susquehanna on flashpoint. This isn't what we like to see.
Yeah, and especially in one like this, I do think that there's going to be a little bit more of an advantage coming in for the side of Norwin when you have that Hanzo and that Casty. Both can play very proficiently from the high ground, and this is one where there's a lot of different areas where you can play in that elevated position. I mean, you can do a similar thing with the Soldier, but when you come to your support line and your Reaper, it's so much more difficult, but the ults come through. There's going to be the ult. Oh my gosh, a 3K.
Is that an Ajax? I think that was an Ajax. That's first Ajax of the day. That's like, I don't know how many Ajax we have in the playoff, but add that to the counter. Both support ults coming out from Norwin, getting shut down regardless. That's a clean fight win. Hanzo and Ram used last fight. Kiri, and Lucio used the fight before. Use this fight now, and Susquehanna's winning the ult economy, winning on this point.
Yeah, I mean, they're down 1 point already, however, so you really do need to be able to maintain these ultimates and take this next fight without losing too much here, and it seems like they're going to be doing that very proficiently here. There's going to be the ult coming in, and they're just going to completely run this down.
Dennis Bull really showing us why he picked this Soldier now. I'm starting to see it. That's some good tracking out there, just burning down J-Maz with no remorse. That's 70% going out to Susquehanna here on this point. And I mean, I watched the Garnet game. They would go back and forth. The Lampeter game, they would go back and forth on these points. But this one, I don't know how you come back from that. You have no ults. Maybe Ram ult here for Norwin, and Susquehanna's just going to be riding the momentum here into this fight.
Yeah, there's going to be the entry coming in, but the grab is here, and the grab is big. Tennis Bull able to find this opening big, and there's going to be the second one. Boot Sports taking down the run in Annihilation to try and make something happen. but the answer is going to be no.
Yeah, it's another fight. It's a point win for Susquehanna. They make it 1-1. They're showing some life here. That's a good win. They rotated their ults. They got picks. They did what they needed to do, and that's a point for Susquehanna. 1-1. We're going on the next point here. Pretty close to the next one. Susquehanna is going to take early control, but they still have 20 seconds till it unlocks.
Yeah, I mean, you do really need to take this early. This is a point especially where if you don't really win this, it's going to be very difficult to make the comeback. You have to fight through these pretty small choke points. Already versus the world at a low HP line. He's going to get healed up with a little health back. There's going to be the first kill onto the side of Norwin. The coalescence gets utilized, and they just want to continually take this point. Tank gets rushed off, and off sale is no longer on sale, and he's just going to be dead instead.
Yeah, off sale is off sale. He's off sale in the grave. Syntax taking down 3 that fight. That's a good win for Susquehanna. Only 1 ultimate used. Probably didn't even need it, but still just running through it with the momentum. More ults here. We see the swaps to Reaper and Junkrat. If you want to give him 99 charge, I mean, I like the picks, but to counter, I can't. I don't know what the thought is here.
Yeah, already there's the shield coming out immediately. Reaper getting a little bit of extra damage in from behind, but the point has been invaded. They're flooding early. There's the cleanse coming out. It's going to be J-Bass falling down, and they are going to run the Kitsune here, which is interesting to say the least.
I believe I just saw the Kiriko jump off the map, you know. It's a casual misplay. It happens, you know. I get it, man. Me on Kiriko. But, ult traded out, only 1 ultimate used. That's a good rotation. Delta just used Kiriko Rush. They didn't press Q. They're going to take this fight. They're pushing up pretty far here. They want to take this fight early and just get a pick off here. You know, we've seen Tennis Ball in these rotations beam them down. But that's a big grab. Beat and cleanse used for Norwin. But can they even touch the point is the real question.
I mean, you don't even need... I mean, he didn't bring everyone down to a low HP line. And despite a couple of deaths, it's still going to be the point, just completely maxing out with 2-1 being our scoreline.
Yeah, that was 100-0. That's good there. That's a smart play, man. Like, they're able to push up, take this fight early, that grab. I mean, they lock him in place there. Even with the Lucio speed, they're not able to reach the point in time. And regardless that they got picked and they lost the fight, they're able to win it. And that's a really smart play there. I like that call.
And already, I don't know what the change was from this first point to the second to the third, but already Susquehanna is looking very much in form right now. There's going to be, I mean, Offsale attempting to make something happen, but he's forced to block. He is unable to make any type of play. Tennis Ball getting taken down. There's going to be the Coalescence activated, but a 2K with the Reaper ult. The Death Blossom does not falter, and that's going to be Offsale and the rest of his team going down behind him, and they're going to take this point.
Yeah, that's a good win. Good win. 2 ults used for Norwin. Susquehanna did pop the coal there. It's unfortunate, but they're stable, man. They got ults. All they have is a Junkrat tire right now. I really don't know what this guy's doing, but you know, it's all right. Susquehanna taking this pretty slow. They don't have the Lucio to speed back from point, so this is gonna go down to the last fight for this point.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Shield goes out immediately, but Offsale getting hit by the grab. There's going to be our Lucio beat coming in, but it's just not going to be enough. They try to tire, but the tire is not going to matter, and it's barely going to be capped off. Oh,
and a pause here. I don't really know what happened.
Did somebody disconnect again?
I believe that happens when a spectator leaves with the new code, that it automatically pauses the game. And I think a spectator must have left or an error or something, but we're back in here. It doesn't matter. Look, cleanup kills there. Syntax, good grab, good fight win for Susquehanna.
Yeah, already both teams trying to make this map theirs. It's very bad for both teams. The ult economy, you have both of your support ults coming up if you're Norwin. However, there's a couple coming up for Susquehanna here, and they're going to be using them early.
That's an aggressive play. They're going in really early, throwing cooldowns. Beat's forced out, but Tennis Ball being taken down really early. Kiriko going down really low, like she's next. Cleanse is up, though. I mean, this is a scrappy fight. Reaper's ult, are we going to see him pop it? I'm not sure. J-Baz is going to be taken down, too. And that's going to be Syntax still alive here, taking down one, but they don't have time to get back to the point yet. They're not going to swap. They're not going to waste their ult. That's another win for Norwin.
It does seem like they're finally going to be taking a point after their first one in the first point that they were able to get. They were able to take it. But we're going on to series final map of this Flashpoint.
Yeah. I mean, wow, this is a closer map here. You like this if you're Norwin here. You can really just hold this Ramatra at the door. We do have more ults for Susquehanna coming up, but off the rip here, we're going to see some crazy aggression from the Ramatra and Reaper, like we've seen before. Even though Echo's going down pretty low here, this is quick point control from Norwin.
Now already, both teams trying to make something here. There is going to be a Death Blossom that we've seen get so much value in the past. There's going to be the Annihilation coming through immediately, and Syntax destroys it.
Oh, they're popping everything, man. They just use every ult they have to win that fight. They grab Reaper ult after they were up a tank. And that's a good fight when they're going to take this percentage, but that's scary. If you're Susquehanna, I'm worried. You have 0 ults, they have 2. This is not a great situation to be in. Because, look, if you look at the fight before, they Kiriko rushed an aggressive play into the backline, but Norwin had those 2 support ults, and all their cooldowns just to counter that right away, survive for a little, and go back in with their own ultimates. You really got to rely off picks here if you're Susquehanna.
And it does seem like the Susquehanna is trying to keep this point alive. There's going to be the Zarya copy coming through immediately here. Syntax able to find the first pick. There's going to be the second one coming in. J-Bass taken down. One Zarya versus the other. There's going to be Syntax getting the diff off. And he's not just... Yeah, he's not happy just finding the copy. He wants the real one as well. And with 70%...
These guys are up so far. I mean, look how close Norwin's right here. They're already using cooldowns. Ramatra's going really low. Lucio's low too. They're gonna get back. They're gonna stabilize. Wait, or not. Tennis ball picking the Lucio. This is a crazy pick here. Crazy staggers. And Ramatra has no cooldowns. How are they gonna live? How are they gonna touch the point?
And it does seem like it's not even going to be possible. There's going to be a ray of hope, but it's not going to be there with nothing happening. It's just going to be the map going in the favor of Susquehanna, bring themselves up 2-1.
Wow, that's another really great aggressive play from Susquehanna. Completely outpacing Norwin and taking the fight up early. That's a good win, man. I mean, it went to all the way. It was a close map, but they're able to just outplay them. Not from the pure... I mean, we do see an overextension from the Lucio, but even that, they're able to just fully cap the point off the stagger plays and playing so aggressive. But it's a great win, man. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, and now going on to map number 4. I don't know if you remember this from the game against not Susquehanna, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
From the game against Lampeter, but I think if you don't favor Susquehanna in this match for this 4th map of push, you're off your rocker.
I mean, we know this team is good. We play Penn Manor. We played them last year in the quarterfinals, and they took it to the 4th map. They were a really strong force on push, even though they were swapped around. The roles were different, but this is a good push team, and they've transferred that into this year. Like you said, 100-0 cap onto Lampeter in their map 5 series. So, like you said, it's kind of hard not to favor Susquehanna in this point. But yet again, we favored Norwin in the last map, and we saw what happened.
Yeah. I did not realize that you played this team in quarterfinals last year. I could have sworn you played Lancaster Catholic. Wow.
Oh, was it? Oh, that must have been round 2 then. We played them in round 2. They were a really good team. Yeah, they took they won Escort, very strong team. But yeah, might play him again this year, so that's pretty funny. But
I mean, it does seem that way.
We'll see. I'll be right back. You take him away, Cherry. I'll be back before the next map starts.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, right before this next map is going to be here, we're going to go to a quick break just before, both these teams want to make it to quarterfinals. It's going to give you a decent advantage in seeding. But you know what? We're just going to be right back after this break.
All right, welcome back. We got Map 4 here, the Norwin Susquehanna series. This game has been a thriller. How are we feeling, Cherry?
I need Syntax to stay on the Doomfist. Please let him do it. No, please. That would have been the coolest thing ever. But unfortunately, we are not going to be seeing it today.
Hey, maybe I'll pick him against whoever wins.
I'm going to hold you to that.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. If you're casting my game, I'll think about it. But we're going to see same comps here. Bap, Lucio, and a Kree for Norwin. They're still trying out different stuff here. We know the last map wasn't exactly in their favor, but still was pretty close. Norwin taking point control really quick with this Lucio hook going out. And, you know, Susquehanna just doing their thing, playing a little bit back. Heathen's on the Kree, though. So we'll see what he can do on that. I haven't seen him on that today.
Yeah, it's usually going to be the other way around with Heathen on the Soldier and Tennis Ball on the Kree. However, doesn't seem to be happening. And right now, it just seems like we're going to be seeing this side of Susquehanna not lose anything, not faltering whatsoever. Offsell trying to go for a flank play. However, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they're just doing what they do best. They can play for the stabilize. They can play to stabilize because they're not going to beat them to cart. They don't have the speed for it. But they're able to build up the charge, stack their hit scans together, and just beam down Norwin, and they don't have a shield, they don't have a bubble, they don't have a dive to counter it, so into Roadhog it's a pretty clean play, and they're going to be sticking on it because Offside didn't go down, he doesn't have an opportunity to spot, but Fight 2 out here, coming back really quick, they want to speed on this with Lucio, already contesting the point.
Yeah, it does seem like we're going to be seeing this fight come back once more. Tennis Ball a little bit low HP. J-Baz getting shut down by Delta as the support killing the DPS. How ironic that is, and it's just going to be a complete meltdown. The Blunder's being set up, and Offsail's in it, and the rest of the team is coming in as well.
Dude, we might be seeing a repeat of Lampeter Strasbourg game right here. I mean, they're not faltering whatsoever. I mean, you saw it. I was looking at Syntax almost like in their back line, not given any room, and it was just him and versus the world on the front line while the rest of their team was on the high ground. I don't know how he's living up there, but he is. I mean, that's the checkpoint for Susquehanna. 53 meters to 0, and it's a flank play, and but the grabs traded out, like huge grab from Syntax, gonna be grabbing 3 of them.
And they're still investing ults to try and win this fight back. This is not the play. We do not need to be using our Lucio beat here. However, they're going to be going for even more.
They just hog to the 2v5. I really would have loved to see the high noon reload there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But that's a good win there for Susquehanna. Taking this push, he's going to Winston. There, he's playing Winston without a dive comp here. I think one of the most tragic things I've ever had to experience is playing Winston with a Baptiste. And Offsail is just opting in for that pain right now. Susquehanna is so strong in this push map, man. You really do not want to get to a map 4 against this team.
And the bubble's coming through here, trying to make a little bit of a location, but the hinder comes out, forcing any type of mobility to be completely put away. And without that, Offsail is going to be shut down. Mercy, same thing. And it's going to be Heathen finishing out everything. And that's just going to be a 93% already found.
Yeah, wow. This is, I mean, this is Norwin's first time playing push this season, and it kind of shows. I mean, they're not taking advantage of these rotates, and they're not taking advantage of their ults, rotating them correctly, and that's a window high noon. You barely even have to charge that thing, and that's a clean kill into Mercy, going 1-up for what could be the last fight.
This could potentially be worse than the Lampeter game. That's all I'm going to say about this. But the visor comes through. There's the crab finding everything versus the world, popping out the coalescence. And this is just going to be finished off clean and simple.
That is insane, man. That's just blasphemy how they're able to do this 2 times in one playoff series. I mean, 1 time is crazy enough. Well, I guess we're not completely done here, but you know what? I'm just going to hold my tongue and let Syntax do the talking for me.
I mean, you're saying that it's not totally done, but for a comeback to even occur, you have to literally finish the map at this point. So even if you win this fight, which it doesn't even seem that likely, Offsail pushing way too aggressive here. He's got 300 HP. And okay.
No. They did win a fight. They're not getting Lampetered.
Yeah, I think that this does, in fact, already make them better than Lampeter.
This makes them better than Lampeter. But that's still just absolutely insane, man. I mean, I get that the map's not over, you got 5 minutes, but when do you ever see a team come back from this? Ever. I mean, they gotta win just like one fight, stop the momentum, and take it all the way back, and it's pretty much their game to take, but I mean,
it does seem like they're going to be able to get at least some kind of meter on the point.
Yeah,
maybe.
Syntax goes down pretty early. Heathen's going to be trickled down as well. They're going to get some mileage here. Forward spawn is traded out, no longer on the side of Susquehanna.
And yep,
I'm not
going
to make any assumptions, you know, we'll see. I know we've had some big comebacks in PIA history in the last year's semifinals on this map, but we'll see how this goes.
I mean, already both teams trying to I mean, you literally just need to win one fight at some point. Because there's only 4 minutes, 30 seconds. You could literally let Norwin take this all the way to the end, and you would be fine. But we'll see whether or not that's going to be the case here.
Yeah, they're letting him get a lot of cush, and be traded out for the grab. Not really going to get much off of either of these ultimates. That's a big window going down. Lucio getting taken down pretty quick, but that's a tire. They do with a window though. I don't know how they're gonna manage that, but no one's shooting it, and
I think that we need to discuss that.
I honestly kind of feel bad for them, and I think we should move on. That was, you know what, me on Baptiste, bro. I don't know what to say. Syntax still playing this though. I mean, he just like killed 3 while we're talking about that Baptiste play, but obviously I'll just solo primals him on 100 HP, so not really much you can do there.
Yeah, they just keep going in for more offsale with 200 HP. He's about to get shut down, but it's just not going to happen yet. The Lucio's here, and it's here to help him out. Swapping over, they do have not much to really work with here.
What is this game? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, we thought that this would be a roll, and I'll take a little bit of
it was a roll, but like, what's going on? You're playing Junkrat spamming into the sky, and it's working.
Yeah, I think that there was some weird mental effects. Maybe it was the bathroom break that was taken by Norwin, but it's gonna be Tennis Bull popping the ult here, finding 2 immediately, and he doesn't get shut down despite landing in the trap.
Yeah, I mean, he just visor him on the fight. That guy kind of like walked into his teammate while he was stuck with the nade. I mean, this is just like, I don't know. We saw some insanely high quality games earlier in this series, but this map has just been a scrap fight. I'm not gonna use any fruity language. It's been a scrap fight. I feel like I'm in Junkertown right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree. This has been certainly a map, to say the least. Both bubbles already getting utilized here, bringing him to 40% of the charge. Not as much as you'd like, and it does seem like Syntax potentially is going to get taken out, but no, the answer is not going to be there, and it's just going to be Norwin completely regaining their point advantage.
Yeah, Syntax and Motor's alive. Please do not grab this. Please. Oh, okay. Well, Mercy pops the coalescence here, and Norwin taking control against them. Look, last time they were in this situation, offsale primal, but he's already built up another one. I mean, they're getting ultimates really fast. It's almost faster than they're using them. So, you know, no disrespect. I mean, they're playing it smart.
Yeah, it does seem like offsale is getting a little bit too low for his liking. However, the primal's here, and the primal's getting copped out. There's going to be 800 HP, but it's just not going to matter.
Going for a hero play with that high noon, but he's taken out, and offsale primal back in, and he's just done.
At least they got one.
Yeah, he got his final kill. He got his one. Yeah, you're right. Junkrat in a nutshell.
With a minute 20 seconds and you have the point and you're in the lead, do you even want to take this? I mean, you kind of have to, but...
I mean, I don't know. You can push a pass forward spawn, but after that, you don't really want to take it much farther. But they're going to have this fight right here at the checkpoint, so not going to really have much room to breathe. We're seeing the same thing where Syntax goes under, but a grab coming out early. They don't have beat yet, but they're eventually going to get it, and Delta's somehow taken down while the Lucio's in the grab.
Yeah, I don't totally know what the rest of the team of Susquehanna was doing while Syntax was running them all down, but right now, Offsale having a bit of a play moment.
Wait. They're taking the bot. Syntax is left back here. He's got high charge, but it's him and versus the world. Literally versus the world right now. How are they going to make it back? I imagine that guy sniped them on Lucio. That'd be crazy, but they're taking the bot here. They're, like, completely split. I mean, if they go fast in these other people from Susquehanna, it's going to be a free win. But Offsale
Does seem like Offsale played a little bit too aggressive, though.
You know what? I take my words back. He just completely fed, and there's 17 seconds left on the clock. This is looking rough. They're not even going to push the bot. I mean, they have forward spawn. The junk guy can touch, maybe, but this is looking rough, man. Oh, they're going for the hero play. He gets the touch, almost takes down the Kree, but Offsale's coming back. He almost has Primal. He's gonna pick off the he's gonna pick off the Kree, but Lucio's faded out. He might get the Primal down. Oh, he doesn't. He gets exploded. Syntax cleaning up, and Susquehanna taking this series in 4.
Yeah, unfortunately for Norwin, despite their phenomenal comeback, bringing 100 meters, it was not enough, and Susquehanna going on to play Penn Manor in the quarterfinals now.
That was genuinely one of the weirdest maps I've ever watched. It was fun for sure. This series has been a blast to watch and blast to commentate. Thank you so much for doing this with me, Cherry.
Absolutely, absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, after this play of the game, I mean, how could you not think that Susquehanna at least has some kind of attempt to, I mean, who knows, maybe they'll even take the push, just seeing as how they've been looking so far. But, I mean, what do you think? You think you're just going to 3-0 them?
No comment. Looking forward to the game on Wednesday.
Let's-
Everybody tune in at 3:30 on Wednesday for the quarterfinals.